Hey,
Okay.
sportsman, John Bergsman here from the Fisherman's Digest with another live YouTube fishing report. This time we're here at the port of Manistee, Michigan, with a Manistee local, a charter captain, a school teacher. Heck, Michael, you even own a Dairy Queen now. How's it going out there in Manistee?
Things are going wonderfully. The weather's been beautiful. Ice cream's been flowing, and the fish have been coming overboard on the back, and we love it. Numbers are good.
Beautiful. Well, talk to me right now for the last week and looking forward a couple of weeks. What have you seen and what do you expect the bite to be? What is your presentations? What depths are you in? What are you running?
Well, this is that wonderful time of the year. One of the things that we love about Manistee is as it approaches fall, those kings start to set up and move closer to the port of Manistee. So we've been going out on a normal day, and we get to the shelf, which is that area where the bottom drops off, and we're working the shelf for the first hour and a half. And if the kings are going, and what I mean by going, if we're catching some fish, we're going to stay on kings as long as we can, and after that, we'll move into catching some lake trout and bouncing bottom. But the king bites, there's been some bites on meat, but mainly flashes and flies. And we all know that Dreamweaver puts out a good product. They make a good rotator and all kinds of different flies to go behind that. On top of that, we've been running a lot of planer boards and fishing that top water column, anywhere from 5 colors of lead to 10 to even 12 and some coppers. And on those, mostly we like to run spoons and anything from Dreamweaver Super Slims to you name it. It's more the color choice.
Perfect. Hey, so when you're running these sets, whether you're off of riggers, high low divers, or coppers, what right now is a good mid subber speed? Give me a low and a high. What do you run in between?
That's right. When you talk speed, you talk species. For kings, I like to go between 2 and 2.5. Anywhere in there is if I'm chasing steelhead, I'll bump that up to 3, even 3.5. And if I'm working lake trout, I'll knock it down to below 2 if I have to, or right at 2, maybe 1.8, 1.9. One of the things you got to remember with speed is that it depends on what you have in your spread. Some lures and baits are more speed tolerant than others. So you start throwing J plugs or silver hordes out there, or start running a Dodger with spinners, you got to change around. So be mindful when you're running speed what you have in your spread and what you want to target.
Exactly. I got you totally. So, what's been a normal day? Would you say a mixed bag of a morning to noon trip has got what, maybe 8 or 10 fish in it of a mixed bag between kings and steelhead and lake trout? Is that a pretty good
Yep,
guess?
that is exactly right. There's days when we've hit 15, 20, days that you come in with 3, 4. And that's, one of the things you need to remember on a charter boat is, we're not that magic fisherman. Fishing is fishing, and you go out there, and if you come out, at least with me, and just go out to have a good day, the rest just kind of fall into place. Numbers just seem to kill you sometime. You'll go out, and if you have expectations because you're going with a charter boat, you're going to limit out. Sometimes you could be disappointed,
Yeah,
but
you know,
you can conceivably, if you figure 5, 6 to even 10, 20 fish, it depends on the day and depends on the bite.
absolutely. And I think that's, you touch on a great point, Michael, and that is you go fishing to get away from your job, get away from the
That's right.
office, get away from
Hmm.
stress, laugh
Yep,
with 3, 4 family members or good friends and have a
that's
great
right.
day on the water. And I think if you go onto a charter boat with that mentality and
Yes.
expectations, you won't be disappointed.
I agree 100%. That's what it's about. It's time outdoors. It's a sunrise or a sunset. It's everything mixed together, and like I said, that way there's no pressure anywhere. You're going out to have a good time, and the fish just become a bonus, and everybody's happy and laughing, and that's kind of what I strive for at Tilmann Outfitters with my charter service, either on Lake Michigan or the river.
Absolutely. Well, thanks so much, Michael. Good luck to you. I'll be up in your neck of the woods. I think you and I are going to try to shoot a show here in the next couple of weeks. And
Yes,
we'll talk to you in a couple of weeks and talk to you again and see how the fishing's been. Thanks so much for helping us out, Michael.
my pleasure, and go blue.
You bet. Go blue. So just to recap, everybody, just to recap, everybody, what we've got going that Michael's been talking about. We're going to show you something here. A lot of people on our show want to know, how do you actually do stuff? And so I'm going to show you today. This is a number 8 Dreamweaver Spin Doctor. You heard Michael refer to the fly bite. This is an action fly. I took it out of the package. It came in the package. This is the skirting. This is the fly. And here, I'll just show you that. It's a Dreamweaver action fly. And let me show you how to rig that, because we get a lot of guys, especially walleye guys. You know, I'm an ex-walleye guy, and I'll confess, I knew absolutely nothing about salmon fishing until, you know, Mark from the Black Pearl in Holland and Shane Rubianis and some other guys from Dreamweaver turned me on to exactly how to actually do this. And, you know, once I realized that this was a lot easier than I thought. See, so this is right out of the package. You're basically just, you know, same thing as anything, a spinner rig or anything else. You just got to get the thing untangled for the first time. Once you get it untangled, then I'll show you exactly how you hook this up. So you get a big treble hook, and it looks like some glow green beads. And all you're doing is taking that skirting and opening it up, and there's a plastic tube right there, and you're just sliding that leader material over that plastic tube, and now you've created the Dreamweaver Action Fly, complete with beads, and buried in that fly skirting is a treble hook. Now what you'll do to hook this up, there's two ways. You can tie it directly onto this clip that goes on the back side of the paddle, but what I like to do to make them quickly removable is make a loop. Go ahead and tie that loop right like that. Now you've got a loop in there. Now you can just slide that through right like that. Pull that through. Now I've put it on the back side, this little, actually a big clip, but I've got it on like that. Now it's fully removable. Now I can take it off and switch flies. I don't have to cut my rig. Now you've got two holes in the back. Really doesn't matter which one you put it in. You just hook it in there. Now, of course, this end goes to your main line and onto either your diver or your rigger. And that right there is the Dreamweaver Action Fly and a number 8 paddle. Not paddle, actually, a number 8 Spin Doctor. Sorry about that, guys. And that's just a standard rig for lake trout near the bottom, or coho or steelhead up high. Now, you could run this high. If you were going to run it for steelhead, you might want to use a number 6 rather than a number 8. It's all dependent on what you're fishing for. Michael talked also about spoons. This is the Super Slim. This is one of the top ones, a Green Dolphin UV. This is an awesome spoon. It catches everything. Another one right there is a Holo Blue Dolphin. This is a little bit bigger spoon now, and it's got a little bit of tape. And one of my favorite is the normal Big Mag spoon in the Green Jeans. This is a glow bait. This works really good in low light conditions. All of these are great products. Of course, Dreamweaver makes diver discs and other things. But what you really want to do is just get out on the water. If you're a walleye guy and you've never experienced salmon or trout fishing on the Great Lakes like me, I never went in my own boat by myself and a couple of friends until I was 55 years old. And since then, I've been out dozens and dozens of times and had awesome experiences. The Great Lakes, trout fishing, steelhead fishing, king salmon fishing, and coho salmon fishing are some of the most fun and the best memories I've had in the last 3 years. Hey, thanks to Michael Tilmann and the folks at Tilmann Outfitters out of Manistee for another great report. We'll see you next week here on the Fisherman's Digest.